welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense has the ball first today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as his offense is trying to do some work. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one.
Turning it on! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed. They can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Gets it out quickly. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have a lot. Football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Morris. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give is to Williams. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hold and fire complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing accurately. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Lowers those pads. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They feed him again. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and try for three. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Rushes on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Castellanos. Starting to feel a little pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Connection to the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Takes the handoff. It's Webster. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time before State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. So the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now is decision time for you.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option. The give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
First down. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The play action fake. Right on target this time. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hemby. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give is to Williams. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Now, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner is stopped. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. That's caught, it's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes ahead. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like 1st and goal, sack. 2nd and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker. Throw it to the big tight end. Find something besides continuing to go backwards.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Here comes the heat. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and could settle for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reeks, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that... Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking... explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
The inside handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wilson will throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Troy was able to walk off the field there in Veterans Memorial Stadium with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, Nothing in college football is easy. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's McCoy.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Look out, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game, and I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Looking for a huge play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. With the catch, it's Morris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Might be changing the route. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on fourth down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles heading quickly to the line. They just keep firing. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Another incompletion on third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough? enough to keep the Wolves at bay.
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football. You cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off, but defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Into a defensive score. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Send the tight end in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Bulldozes his way through, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To throw, it's Applewhite. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's
trying to beat the D deep. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays?